He's got to make more of a commitment to his body, and I think we will see that in time.
Now here is Ibaka, following the miss by Jokic. And here's George for three. Ibaka is right there.
Excellent timing on the offensive glass, and Ibaka takes advantage of the second chance opportunity.
The Nuggets trail by 4. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Murray, good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now, here's George. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And Ibaka slams it in.
We know about George's ability as a scorer, but he's also unselfish and a skilled playmaker.
Murray dishes to Porter. Pass to McGee. 1:11 left here in the first quarter. Passes it to Jokic. Clock at 6. Shoots over Patterson. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Beverly, the pass to Ibaka. Down low. Here's George. Kicks it to Patterson. Back to George. From the arc. Knocks down the 3-ball.
One of George's main strengths, able to stretch the floor with his outside shooting.
35 seconds left to play here in the first. Jokic against Patterson. Good. Jokic has got his second basket.
And knocking down shots in the mid-range area really forces teams to have to adjust their defense.
And you know, the adjustments should have already been made. They know he's a good shooter from that spot.
And Ibaka kicks to Beverly. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Even though he's more the size of a point guard, Patrick Beverly's better off ball than initiating.
For 3, Murray. McGee finds Murray. Over Beverly. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Los Angeles with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And
selfless. I mean, you need to
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
Jackson is out there with Kennard. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Batum. And it's Zubats in at the center position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Jackson looking around. Here's Cousins, and then Cousins with the dunk.
It doesn't matter that Cousins plays with that much weight. The quick first step is a great equalizer.
The Nuggets trail by 6.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injuries slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Morris dishes to Barton. He kicks it to Bull. Back to Barton. Pass to Green. 3-pointer. Denver the rebound. Millsap passes to Bull. Shoots over Zubac. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, Bull with the unique combination of height and skill. That's a challenge for any defender.
So he gets them both. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. A three from Morris.
Tremendous defense. Reggie has the quickness to stay on the ball and the long reach to affect the shot.
Zubac with it. Now Bull defending. Bucket is good.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Right wing. Bull with it. Working on Zubac. Green dishes the Bull. And the rejection by Zubac. Barton against Kennard. The pass to Zubac. Back to Kennard. There's the triple. From 10 feet out. And no good. Trying to use the glass. The Nuggets trail by 4. Here's Barton. That shot off. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Batum wide open. He fired. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
Barton passes to Morris. Pass to Bull. Just 5 to shoot. Pulls up on the wing. The Nuggets with another miss.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
Cousins. Zubac trying to break loose. Second shot opportunity. Outside for Jackson. Passes to Kennard. From deep three-point range. The shot no good. And the Nuggets going the other way.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter. And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
This is his first free throw of the game.
77% shooter at the line a season ago. Those are better than average numbers.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Big group substitution here for Denver. JaVale McGee's checked in for Bull. Jokic comes in for Paul Millsap. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for JaMychal Green. And it's Jamal Murray in for Monte Morris. George passes to Leonard. Good on the triple. Leonard's got 7 points in the game.
With this lead, they're playing confidently, showing a quick trigger from beyond.
Now Murray. Shoots the three. A three-pointer is right on target. Murray's got his second basket of the game.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Jones. The Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They are leading by 4. Kenny Gibbs. Thanks for joining.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. They've got Nikola Jokic. Michael Porter's out there with Murray. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Gordon in at the small forward.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Here's Murray, and he uses the glass on the layup. 7 points in the game.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
And Ibaka kicks to Leonard. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. The shot by George, no good. The Nuggets trail by 4. And it's Patterson finishing it off.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Murray against Beverly. Murray, the pass to Jokic. The rebound by Patterson.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Good on the bucket.
Plays a rugged game down low. Jokic's toughness adds character to the identity of this team.
And stolen by Gordon. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Releases. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
No question, he got bumped.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Leonard draws the double to the paint. Here's Patterson. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Jokic.
Quick lick from Patterson makes finishing plays off with a dunk look easy.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Murray for 3. Here's Jokic, and the layup falls. Jokic has got 5 points now this quarter.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Beverly up top, guarded by Porter. George dishes to Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Ibaka's got the lead up to 8 now for the Clippers.
One of Serge's specialties, good instincts around the rim, cleaning up the garbage.
For 3, Murray. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. Ibaka's got his 5th rebound in this one. And here's George for 3. And Murray's got the ball here for Denver. And McGee kicks to Jokic. Off the left rim and out. Clippers leading by 8. The 3. Now here's Patterson. 5 points in the game. Up top, Leonard. Dishes it to Beverly. Back to Leonard. Jokic with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. And they pick up 2. Murray's got 9 points.
And the quick feet of Murray really doing an extraordinary job getting out in transition.
Leonard on the wing, launches it, drills the three-pointer. And the Clippers lead by 9.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Jokic has got 7 points here in this quarter. 29 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Outside, George, out left to the wing. McGee against Ibaka. Shot clock at 6. Here's Patterson. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Here's Jokic. Gordon kicks to Porter. Out of hand on it.
At the point guard position, Patrick Beverley is a great shot blocker.
Here's Barton. Three-pointer. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Luke Kennard. And there's Jackson. And it's Zubac in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Millsap passes to Barton. The feed to Bull. Shoots over Zubac. Yep, it goes. And the Clipper lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Bull.
And the touch Bull is impressive. You can tell he has a lot of confidence in that shot.
Over to the left wing. Cousins, the pass to Morris. Jackson kicks to Zubac. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. And there's the pass to Barton. Morris dishes to Millsap. Back to Morris. And he converts the layup.
And you see the vision from Paul Millsap. That's another area that he provides for his team.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to Jackson. And Cousins gets it to go. Cousins has got the lead up to 9 now for the Clippers.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Morris into the lane, and a missed layup. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Cousins finds Morris. Barton against Jackson. Wide open look here for Zubac. But they'll get another chance. Kennard, the pass to Zubac. Lets it go with the 3. And it's Luke Kennard with the 3. And the Clippers lead by 12.
And one of the stories of the second half has been all of those second chance points. I mean, they have been terrific on the offensive backboard.
And that one's good. Barton.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Zubac. Kawhi Leonard comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. George is checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Reggie Jackson. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
The
When Porter is attacking, the defense is in trouble. Have to respect his ability to put it on the floor.
Passes it to Leonard. Kicks to Ibaka. Back to Leonard. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. The three from George. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Wide open look here for Murray. Denver keeping it going. A new 14-second clock. Porter outside. Denver the rebound. Here's Jokic. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
A nightly double-double threat. Jokic is also an exceptional playmaker for a guy that size.
Good on the first, and that brings them to within 10. And the Clippers making a switch here. Patterson's checked in. Paul Millsap's checked in for the Nuggets. Los Angeles has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Pass to Leonard. And Patterson kicks to Leonard. There's the pass to Patterson. Outside Leonard, just 5 to shoot, and another 3 for the Clippers.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Clippers.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Kawhi Leonard.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered.
Jokic, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
And when Jokic gets rolling, all 250 pounds of him, he's a load to try to stop off the bounce.
And Jokic drops them both. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And Leonard has it in the corner. Ibaka outside. To the middle. George looking over the floor. Pass to Jackson. Over Porter. Jackson misses. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
So the Clippers with the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap. The NBA on 2K Sports. It's a beautiful Sunday. DA.
Well, guys, I'm very familiar.
He's certainly come a long way, DA. Thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. And for Los Angeles, we've got Ibaka. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George, and it's Beverly in at the 1 spot. Some of the best in the game go at it here tonight, Chris. What an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
Oh, Kevin, there are some all-time greats playing at the guard spots these days. Will be a fun matchup to watch.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. And it's sent back by George. And they'll keep possession. Shot clock at 5. Launches a 3. They grab their own miss.
Well, a big reason Nurkic impacts games is for that ability right there, staying active on the glass at both ends, converting the second chances.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Outside, George lets the 3 fly. His first shot is a miss, 0 for 1 to start the contest. McCollum feeling it out a bit. He dishes it to Powell. A putback. It's good on the putback.
Playing with such physicality on the offensive glass. I mean, Nurkic awesome at slamming misses in.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Lobs it up for Ibaka. Leonard finds Ibaka. No good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
3-pointer, Lillard. The Trailblazers with the new shot clock. Hits. Count that one from Nurkic.
And the touch Nurkic has inside. I mean, I love seeing him be aggressive and look to get his shot from there.
Beverly against McCollum. Here's George. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Second free throw, no good.
And, you know, you go back to that horrific leg injury in Vegas back in 2014, and Paul George hasn't just made it back to the NBA. He's come back a better player.
It's stolen by Morris. Pass to Leonard. That one doesn't go. And it's Portland the other way. Nurkic the pass to Lillard. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Lillard is such a crafty finisher. Even when he takes a pounding, he sticks with it.
The Trailblazers shooting their first foul shot of the game. Clippers trail by 6. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Now the pass to George. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Oh, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
McCollum, no good.
They get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving.
And there's Paul George on the assist from Ibaka.
And there's never been any question about George's three-point range. He just goes through stretches where he knocks down the three at a ridiculous rate.
McCollum finds Lillard. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
George against McCollum. Left side, George. George missing again.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him into tough shots this quarter.
Covington's shot is off. Clippers trail by 5. From deep, here's Ibaka, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
All that practice on the positioning and timing of the catch and shoot paying huge dividends for Ibaka.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. Back to McCollum, jacks up a 3, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
He creates so much offense. I mean, Lillard puts intense pressure on the defense to react.
Here's Beverly. No points in the game yet for him. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. 6-point game. It'll count. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
Oh, man. Jackson is just a pesky defender. Does a phenomenal job at getting a hand up in the face of shooters.
Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about...
I look to the times where things are going well, so...
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Yeah, they're clawing, they're grinding, they're doing anything they could to make the most of their possessions.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Trailblazers, Anthony out there with Ennis Cantor. Then there's Derek Jones. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Simons in at the point guard. Clippers trail by 3. Here's Patterson. Sinks that one from the post.
Oh, as good as he is at creating his own shot, Kennard is also a solid distributor. Doesn't miss the open man when he spots him.
Simons, the pass to Hollis-Jefferson. Pass to Simons. 4 on the clock. Here's Cantor. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Strong interior player. When Cantor is looking to score, he isn't afraid of attracting contact.
Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Outside for Jackson. Patterson passes to Kennard. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Anthony leading the charge.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Jackson passes to Zubac. It's tipped, and Kennard wide open. He shoots. Third time is not the charm. 0 for 3 from the floor so far. Here's Jones. Count that one. And now a 7-point Trailblazer lead.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Pass to Zubac. Now here's Kennard. Covered by Hollis Jefferson. And now Anthony pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
If you do not appreciate the athleticism of Jackson, he can punish the D.
1:31 left here in the second. Inside. Batum scanning the floor. Kennard for 3. Portland grabs the miss.
You got to give him credit for his confidence. I mean, he hasn't hit a single shot this quarter, but he still keeps firing.
Anthony can't hit.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Kennard.
Outstanding pass in transition there for the easy deuce.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. To the inside. Anthony. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside Jackson. The pass to Kennard. Offensive rebound. Zubac, no good.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Clippers trail by 7. To the paint. Here's Batum. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And the amazing pump fake from Batum. The D falls for it every time.
Los Angeles shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with. And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Powell dishes to McCollum. That one goes. Count it. McCollum's got 5 now.
Ooh, what body control from McCollum. This guy's just a scorer. He takes on all comers.
And so it's Portland. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. And he doesn't get talked about that much, but Yusuf Nurkic, big part of what this team does. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. One guy who's been getting it done is Yusuf Nurkic.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Yeah, you must try to match his energy level first and foremost. But right now, he's just out hustling guys to the ball.
Paul George is out there and Patrick Beverly. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Ibaka, and it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. And he comes up with the deuce.
And he moves so well. When Leonard drives the lane, it's pretty much a guaranteed bucket. Terrific body control, and he plays with the ultimate force.
There's Nurkic putting it right back in. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Ibaka outside. On the wing, George. And it's good for 2.
A good ball handler with an advanced offensive repertoire. George is more than comfortable in the pick and roll. And Jusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic, but hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up. But I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
Rock solid start for him. I mean, they're 3 for 3 since coming out of the locker room.
Pass to McCollum. Kicks to Powell. Back to McCollum. Passes it to Powell. Here's Lillard. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Lillard's got 7 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Outside Leonard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Jusuf Nurkic.
So hard to guard, really, without fouling. Leonard is an expert at forcing the issue and getting the call.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Serge Ibaka. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Powell, the pass to McCollum. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Kicks it out to Leonard. Hands it from downtown. Leonard's got 7 points for the quarter.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverly, just dishing the ball to the wide open man easily.
Collum passes it to Nurkic. Lillard outside. And the 3 off target.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
McCollum against Leonard. Here's Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Well, it's all about post position for Cousins. I mean, once he has it, the defense is toast.
Lillard looking around. McCollum outside. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists now in this one. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Clippers. Trailing by 2. George with the bounce pass. He kicks to Morris. Back to George. Uses the glass to finish the layup. George has got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
And this is why you get George the ball there. He's solid at figuring out how to capitalize.
Lillard against Beverly from outside the arc, but they recover it. Nurkic dishes to Lillard, and here's McCollum for 3. The shot missing. The Clippers go the other way with it. Morris outside. Over McCollum, and there's Morris. That's good on the assist by George. Morris has got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers. Pass to Lillard. Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound. And the second chance effort by McCollum.
Oh, he plays with so much heart, McCollum. I mean, he is constantly battling on the court. This time, it's on the glass.
Outside Leonard. Down low. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Clippers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
While the shooting of Morris provides his team with is crucial, just a real valuable part of this team.
Anthony down low. It's all tied here in Los Angeles. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter of action when we return. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th, we've got Anthony. He's out there with Derek Jones. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Morris.
And they're going to have to pay closer attention to him beyond the arc. I mean, he's got 2 threes in this half, a total of 3 overall.
Kennard against McCollum. The Clippers keep it alive. Fires the 3. That one's not going to go.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Inside. And finished off by Nurkic.
I mean, look, he's evolved as a passer over the course of his career. Get to the right spot, McCollum will find you.
Outside Jackson. Kennard for 3. And it's rebounded by Covington.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Lillard outside. It's Powell on the wing. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The first one falls, and the Clippers making a switch here. Zubac is checked in. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Hollis-Jefferson's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And with a good mix of power and agility, Leonard can throw it down with the best of them.
Simons, the pass to Hollis-Jefferson. And the pass to Simons. Up top, Hollis-Jefferson. Defended by George. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Leonard, puts the move on.
You know, there are differing opinions as to who the best defensive player in the league is, but no matter what, Kawhi is always in the discussion.
A free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons.
But Lillard, he's an exceptional player. He's a guy you trust to make the right decision in these moments.
George against McCollum. And George kicks to Beverly. Now, here is George. Guarded closer.
His coaches and teammates like this type of energy. Nurkic demonstrating that he could be an anchor on the defense.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut to just 5 points in the basket from George. The Trailblazers have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the 4th quarter so far. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. And the basket by McCollum.
What a dead-eye McCollum is from that range. Such a tremendous feel for the mid-range jumper.
And George kicks to Beverly. George looking around. To the middle. Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
Big stakes, big bucket. Ibaka showing he has the mettle to rise to the challenge.
1:10 left to play in the final quarter. Beverly against Lillard. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that anyway.
Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And guys, that's the man you want with the ball in his hands on that critical possession. Kawhi being his best in the biggest moments.
Beverly against Lillard.
Credit to D for not giving up on that play. He's a tough cover down low.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Got it!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
And that was so clutch. I mean, they're in front by the slimmest of margins, in need of a stop right here.
Now here's Lillard. Oh, off target. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to make a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
That will count. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. So Our cameras caught the Clippers arriving at their building and coming.
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Hardaway in at the small forward spot. And for the Clippers, Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. And it's Beverly in at the point. Now here's Leonard. The 3 from George. Drops in the tray. Terrific talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Now the Clippers moving it up. No one near them. Morris passes to Zubac. It's George on the wing. Richardson covering. Just 4 to shoot. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Patrick Beverly has turned himself into a willing and capable three-point shooter. Pretty.
Doncic outside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And it's Leonard missing.
And last year, Dallas gave Porzingis the contract he was looking for to the tune of $158 million.
And Greg, credit the Dallas organization for believing in Kristaps Porzingis' talent. And now credit Porzingis because you have to share shot attempts and usage with Luka Doncic. What has he done? He's concentrated on better rebounding, better rim protecting. This guy is all in on winning, and what a combination these two guys can be. Well, tracking down rebounds with ease. Kristaps Porzingis, outstanding mobility.
The shot by George, wide open. Great positioning on the putback.
How about the anticipation and the timing there? He is all over it.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Doncic against George.
Well, this is how you shut him down. A tremendous contest against a very skilled player.
Here's Leonard. No good on that one. And it's Dallas the other way. To the left side wing. The wide open look here for Porzingis. The three-pointer is right on target. Porzingis has got 5.
Yeah, because Luka Doncic is such a threat to score it, it opens up the passing game, and boy, it is on display right now.
Now here's Leonard, and the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That's his first foul. Dallas on defense. It's a 3-point game. George passes to Morris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to George. Over Porzingis, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. George has got his second bucket.
You've got to be prepared on the catch to release quickly, and Paul George does that as well as anyone in the league.
Doncic with the bucket.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
Beverly against Richardson. Now, here's Zubas. Tight defense on him, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And now the Clippers on the break. Jackson's got the ball, steps back and shoots. Yep, it counts.
He uses the threat of his drive to open up looks for him offensively. Jackson is one smart cookie.
Now Brunson. No good with the triple. .34 seconds left in the first quarter. Kennard's shot is off.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back from him in that same area.
Stolen by Jackson. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And it's Patterson finishing it off.
Well, he soars to the rim to finish off that alley-oop. Patterson playing way above the cylinder.
Brunson with it. Redick is in the corner. There's the feed to Powell. And stolen by Patterson. The shot, no good. And so the first quarter is in the books. Los Angeles on top. They... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Dallas, we've got Jalen Brunson. Dwight Powell is out there with Cauley Stein. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. Here's Powell, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Well, this is a big part of what Dwight Powell needs to do. Battle hard on the offensive glass, turn those second chance opportunities into points.
Now, here's Kennard. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And Ibaka slams it in.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
And we played through the first minute here in the second. Brunson finds Cauley Stein. 5 on the clock. Brunson, no good.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Kennard's shot is off. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. They trail by 7.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Brunson against Jackson. The pass to Kennard. Releases. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Now here's Brunson. To the inside. It's tipped. Down low. Cauley Stein kicks to Brunson. Passes to Redick. Fires from deep. Rebound by the Clippers. One-on-one here. Kennard, the pass to Cousins. There's the dish to Jackson. And the shot goes down. Jackson's got the lead up to 9 now for Los Angeles.
Well, you love it. DeMarcus Cousins drawing the defensive attention and still has the court awareness to make the play.
Outside for Redick. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display.
I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Here's Porzingis. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Porzingis has got 7.
Boy, what a display of toughness from Kristaps Porzingis. He's a rock down low.
Jackson against Doncic. Kennard for 3. Kept alive.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Now, here's Doncic. This one for 3. Kennard with the rebound. Outside Jackson. Up top, Ibaka. Unloads. Richardson against Kennard. And Cousins kicks to Kennard. A wide open look here for Ibaka. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And now it's an 11-point Clipper lead. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
It's Richardson on the wing. Back to Porzingis. Richardson right side. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Richardson's got his first 2 points. Los Angeles leading by 9. There's 21 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Jackson deciding where to go with it. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. And it's the Clippers with the ball. George, no good. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, Kent. The Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They have a 9-point lead. Shaq, what would... And that's going to do it.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Porzingis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the 5. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue.
What pretty vision right there by Patrick Beverly. Wow.
Now, here's Doncic. Porzingis passes to Doncic. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Now, here's Beverly. Looking for George. He gets it there. And he gets the bucket.
Well, I like to see Paul George be assertive down low. This guy doesn't lack for confidence, and he is an accomplished scorer regardless of where he is on the floor.
Here's Doncic. And it goes down 2 points. Doncic has got 6.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Now here's Leonard. Back to Morris. 6 on the shot clock. Beverly wide open. Knocks down the 3 ball. Beverly's got the lead up to 12 now for the Clippers. The three for Doncic. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Doncic has got 5 points now in the quarter. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Clippers. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Here's George. There's the pass to Zubac. Outside for George. It's rebounded by Doncic.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
Now, here's Doncic. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. And Kleba slams it in.
Boy, there is an artistry and a feel to Luka Doncic's game. This guy is elite with his playmaking.
Now here's Leonard. Pass to George. From downtown, Mavericks with the rebound. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in this game. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Dwight Powell's checked in for Maxi Kleba. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Hardaway. J.J. Redick's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Leonard finds Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Back to Brunson. Pass to Porzingis. Tries to save it. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dallas. Here's Morris. Now the pass to Zubac. Kicks it out to Leonard. And he's good on the 3-ball. And now it's a 10-point Los Angeles lead.
Let's remember, in college, just a 25% three-point shooter, but Kawhi Leonard, he makes a weakness a strength.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Kennard, he's checked in for George. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly. Brunson scanning the floor. Just 3 to shoot.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Dallas shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Los Angeles leading by 10. Jackson passes to Kennard. Passes it to Ibaka. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, what you love about Serge Ibaka, yes, he has tremendous size and reach and great athleticism, but he plays his role to a T. This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Brunson the pass to Powell. It's stolen by Morris. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. It's his first trip to the line.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing. And his defense, always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there. Kind of a glue guy.
The shot by Redick, no good. That's a 2 from Kennard.
And that stifling defense of CLA Stein is what got him drafted 6th.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. CLA Stein is out there with Powell. Then there's J.J. Redick. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3. The shot by Redick, no good. Clippers leading by 14. Platoon passes to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
Well, a high percentage scorer with a great shot selection. Ibaka knows when to send it home.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Redick against Kennard. Here's Finney Smith. It's Redick on the wing. 5 to shoot. And that one goes long.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
At the elbow, it's Ibaka. Lets it go. A shot by Batum, no good. Mavericks trail by 16. Runs in the pass to Powell. And that's going to be a travel. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Now, here is Morris. Kennard for 3. That shot missing.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Here's Kennard following the score by Dallas. Outside Jackson. To the paint, tries from 7. Ibaka, the pass to Morris. Fires from the wing. That one falls. And the Clippers lead by 16.
Well, just so good at taking advantage of the mid-range. Marcus Morris feels comfortable in that area.
CLA Stein. And CLA Stein throws it down.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now, here's Kennard. Shoots over Redick. Kennard's shot is off.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Pass to Kennard for 3. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got his 4th assist in this one. Redick from deep three-point land, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. Redick's got himself on the board with 3 there. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. At one point, they led by 16. 1:16 left here in the fourth quarter. Inside. Shots good by Kennard.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Here's Finney Smith to the middle. Here's Powell. Plays it up and banks it in.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Los Angeles.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Marcus Morris.
Boy, his activity really stood out to me on the defensive end. He harassed ball handlers, came up with steals in transition, yet the feeling guys were looking over their shoulder, worried he was going to pick their pocket.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Morris outside. Pass to Batum. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. Here's Burke. Off target with that shot.
Well, you have to want to be a good defenseman.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. A beautiful skyline up here on the 5 for the Clippers. We've got Ibaka. Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at shooting guard. And for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Murray out there with Porter. And it's Gordon in at the 3 slot. Now here's Beverley. Here's Leonard, and then jammed down as he goes right over Jokic.
And throw it down, Kawhi. That was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
Here's Jokic. Back to Murray, beyond the arc. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Well, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a cup of hot tea on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, it certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked.
Now, here's Jokic. Offline from the top of the key.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
And an excellent pass by Morris, a guy known for his finishing ability, but he also has the skills to facilitate. And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son, though, never begged off, never would.
Oh, my goodness!
Oh, yeah.
What a play!
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Murray, the pass to Porter. Jokic trying to free himself up. Offensive rebound.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Clippers have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Outside Leonard. Pass to Morris. shot from 12. It's good. Morris has got 5 now.
Yeah, a big part of this run here has been their ability to score from mid-range.
Porter finds Jokic. And the rejection by Ibaka.
Just insane length and leaping ability. Ibaka can reject shots from anywhere on the floor.
Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And a deep 3 from George. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
On the wing, Morris. A 3 ball. He's looking for Leonard and finds him, and it's blocked by Gordon. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. And it's Murray with the jam.
And the quick feet of Murray really doing an extraordinary job getting out in transition.
Clippers leading by 3. And the pass to Beverly. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And Ibaka kicks to Beverly. Ibaka. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, and the ability to generate points off offensive rebounds, something Ibaka did a lot earlier in his career before he started spending so much time on the perimeter.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Beverly against Murray. Goes back up. Here's Jokic. The shot off that time. Some solid defense from Ibaka.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Barton kicks to McGee. Clock at 4. Morris with the block.
And a rare block shot from Morris. Anticipates the move and just times it out perfectly.
Leonard with no one around. And the 3 off target. And here we go again. The Nuggets on the break. Barton, no luck.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Here's Ibaka. Count that bucket. Ibaka's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And the lean frame of Ibaka taking the punishment, but still converting the basket. Toughness.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Ahead by... We recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the team's
mentality of how we play, how we move the ball.
Greg, sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Boy, they've come out of that locker room with the hot hand. Those jumpers have been falling for them.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. Patrick Patterson is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Batum in at the 3. Jackson with it. Pass to Kennard. Here's the three. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does.
Yeah, I've got mad respect for the way Barton carries himself. I mean, he's a terrific teammate. He does everything he can to impact winning.
Passes it to Patterson. Wide open look. That one off the back iron and out. The Nuggets trail by 11. McGee finds Green. Denver shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Green.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
You got to do more than that to keep the ball out of his hands down low.
Exactly. I mean, deny him the ball in the first place. Don't let him get it.
Morris dishes to Barton. Back to Morris. Sinks the three-pointer.
Leaving folks open around Barton is a no-no. He'll torch you whenever you do that.
Now Jackson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Morris passes to Green. Here's Dozier. Lobbed up there for Green.
Boy, you've got to appreciate the passing there. Results in a great look.
Clippers leading by 6. Outside, Batum. And Jackson with the basket on the assist from Batum. Jackson's got his first points in this one.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Morris kicks to McGee. Back to Morris. Down low. Pass to Dozier. Back to Green. Shoots over Patterson. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Green. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Jackson passes to Kennard. Back to Jackson. To the wing on the left. And Patterson kicks to Zubac. Tries again. The pass to Kennard. And another 3 for the Clippers.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Morris. The Clippers have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter, over 60% shooting. Jackson against Morris. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Just 5 to shoot. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Count that one. Zubac has got 4 points in the quarter.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Here's Morris. He has 5. An easy 2 points on the layup. Morris has got 7 points in the game.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Kennard. Shoots over Barton. Again, Los Angeles.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Morris finds Barton. From deep three-point range. But they get it back. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. Right out of the gates, it was the Clippers setting the tone. They staged a good old-fashioned... and that'll do.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. The Nuggets trail by 9. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Michael Porter's out there with Murray. And it's Gordon in at the small forward. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Back to George. From past the arc, and again, Los Angeles with a triple.
And, you know, that's one of George's go-to shots. He's a three-point shooter who spaces the floor well.
Here's Jokic, and he banks in the layup.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Beverly, the pass to George. Leonard against Gordon. 5 on the clock. In the corner, George with it. No good that time. And the Nuggets going the other way. And it's Gordon with the finish.
You know, it's clear that Gordon is one of the best dunkers in the game. Always looking to bring the thunder.
A self-described country boy from the town of Sombor, Serbia. Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia.
Back to Porter. Denver passing it around. Here's Millsap. Shooting foul. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Porter looking it over. And again, Denver no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
The finish. And it's Murray with the jam.
Yeah, you know, Jokic has such active hands and really good anticipation. For a big guy, he comes up with a lot of steals.
Now here's Beverly. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Morris. Right side, Leonard. Outside for George. Shoots from the corner, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. George has got 9.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Beverly against Murray. From deep. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Morris kicks to Beverly. Oh, Morris in position. Jokic with the steal. Here's Gordon, and it's Gordon with the finish.
And whenever there's an opportunity to drive, Gordon just flies to the rim. Great quickness, breathtaking quickness.
Beverly against Murray. Ibaka outside. Dishes it to George. Just 5 on the clock. The tray. Ibaka, no luck. The Nuggets trail by 11. Here's Jokic, and it's sent back by George. Jokic, no good.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
And it's Millsap with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
Terrific focus from George there, reading the shooter the entire way through. A great shot block.
And the Clippers have possession. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Beverly deciding where to go with it. Ibaka finds George. Three-pointer. And the three ball is good. George has got 12 in the game.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Paul George. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th, Kennard is out there with Jackson. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Batum, and it's Patterson in at the power forward. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Dozier. Right side Green. From deep. Dozier can't get it to go. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Clippers leading by 12. And here's Jackson. Kicks to Patterson. Back to Jackson. To the paint. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Kennard for 3.
I'd like to see Barton be more consistent on this end. He has the height and length needed to challenge shots.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better.
Guys, I hope we get to see a few more of those.
Jackson against Morris. Jackson passes to Kennard. Puts it up. But they'll get another chance. McGee on the double team. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The Nuggets trail by 10. Morris passes to Green. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Patterson. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Morris. Kennard with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 12. And Patterson kicks to Kennard. Jackson has the open look. They get the rebound. Patterson with it. Outside Jackson. Lets it go from deep. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. Bobbed up there for Green. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Morris against Jackson. It's stolen by Morris. It's Barton with the drive. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. One-on-one here. Here's Zubac. He dishes it to Patterson. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Clippers.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And how about the work they're doing also on the offensive glass? Creating those extra opportunities has been critical.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Serge Ibaka is checked in for Zubac. Leonard comes in for Nicholas Batum. Paul George, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Reggie Jackson. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. A three from Leonard. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 4 assists in the game.
Jokic doing a nice job consistently finding the open man.
Outside, George. There's the three. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Los Angeles.
It was like watching a 3-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up, whether the last several shots went down or not. 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Paul George.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep 3-point range, tips it up, and Ibaka is right there. And the Clippers lead by 13.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. So the Clippers winning this one easily. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll Dave.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Paul George. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Ibaka in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Powell in at the 3 spot. Lillard with it. Leonard picks him up. And here's McCollum for 3. That shot, no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Here's George. And the shot goes in. George has got the opening field goal of the game for the Clippers.
Yeah, Paul George anticipating contact, preparing for it. Just how smooth the finish was that, Kevin.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. This one for 3. From downtown. Offensive rebound. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Such a big body down there. Nurkic battling.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Beverley against Lillard. Leonard on the wing. The pass to Batum. Shot clock at 5. And it's Leonard missing.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
McCollum dishes to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. It's Powell on the wing. He feeds it to Covington. Portland needs to get off a shot. Covington. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Outside Leonard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Robert Covington picks one up.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a Finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons. Goes there, wins the MVP and the championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
Here's George. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And now Portland on the break. Here's Lillard. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, Lillard is fearless, able to take that hit and calmly knock one down and one.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Terrific form at the line throughout last season. 89% on the year.
Lillard against Beverly. Pass to George. Back to Beverly. Outside, George. The 19-foot shot, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. Trailblazers leading by 3. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Passes it to Powell. Three-pointer. Batum grabs the miss.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And George with the stuff.
Well, you see the improvement in terms of high-level playmaking, a great understanding of all the offensive scheme that Kawhi Leonard possesses.
Lillard scanning the floor. Pass to Powell. Stolen by Beverly. The feed now to George. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Second chance shot and the layup good by Beverly.
And Patrick Beverly sneaking in right there, always looking for ways that he can help support the team.
A three from McCollum. Lillard the pass to Powell. Dishes it to Covington, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
And, well, he's been the NBA's leader in blocks multiple times. Ibaka just has that rare instinct for it.
Now, all the way to the bucket, no resistance, just swipe the candy from him.
And here's McCollum. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. Covington kicks to McCollum. And there's the pass to Nurkic. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Up again. And staying with the play, Anthony.
I feel like Melo has always been a guy who doesn't mind hanging around down low, knocking guys around a little bit, and getting great second chance opportunities.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to George. Takes a 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Now it's Anthony running. He can go all the way. Oh, the power on that throw-down.
Real. Great to see when Melo spots his open teammate. Good at noticing the overcommitment that time.
George hacks a two-pointer, and no good on the last second attempt this time. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Damian Lillard told us before the game, when asked how
humble beginnings. You know, I'm from.
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And from Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Working the offensive glass that sometimes comes from predictable shots from your offense, and they've been opportunistic here.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then there's Batum. Then it's Ibaka. And it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Anthony. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Anthony's got his second basket. Clippers trail by 3. Outside Jackson. Passes to Kennard. Launches it. And Cantor pulls it down. Trailblazers shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Back to Anthony. He dishes it to Jones. Pass to Simons. Feeds it to Cantor. Shoots over Zubac. Cantor's shot is off. And here is Los Angeles now. It's a 3-point game. Zubac in the post. Makes it off the glass. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Jones finds Anthony. Here's Simons. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Kennard, the pass to Zubac. Doesn't go that time. Now Portland takes it the other way. Here's the lob to the hoop. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Outside Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And with a quick first step, Jackson remains a threat to drive on any defender.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. There's the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Simons. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Kennard on the wing. 1:16 left in the first half. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
The shot by Lillard, wide open. And the second chance effort by McCollum. McCollum's got the lead up to 3 now for Portland.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And that's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Lillard from deep three-point land tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
.41 seconds left in the first half. Here's man, guarded by Powell. Kennard. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. McCollum right side for 3. Hits it from three-point range. McCollum's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Shooting it with more confidence now. Look at his face. He didn't look quite right in the opening minutes. Finding it now.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Zubac. And here's Kennard. From deep. So that'll be it for the first half. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. The deepest hole they got themselves into in the open. And that'll...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
Yeah, there is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, I don't know if you have enough game plans to slow him down. How do you guard a guy that good?
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the center position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. The Trailblazers shooting their second and third free throws tonight. And the first one drops. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Now George. Outside Leonard. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Well, there are some ways to fire up your teammates. That right there is one of them, thanks to Kawhi Leonard.
McCollum against George. McCollum kicks to Powell. Kicks it out to Lillard. Fires from deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Lillard's got 6 points.
And defensively, you like to try and run Lillard off of that spot because, man, he gets it going out there, he's going to hurt you.
Nobody near Leonard. And a miss there on the triple.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Nurkic kicks to Lillard. With the putback. And Covington stays with it. And it's an 8-point Portland lead.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Here's George. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 6.
Yeah, Paul George on the inside, comfortable knowing where he can get to, just tries to find a sliver of room in order to get that shot off.
Kicks it out to Covington. Passes it to McCollum. Over George. Nurkic trying to get open. Offensive rebound. Back to Covington. The dish to Powell. 6 to shoot. Pass to McCollum. To the inside. Leonard with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. And it's George finishing it off.
Great timing there. Paul George rising up, collecting the ball, and throwing it down.
Lillard outside. It's McCollum on the wing. Kicks it to Powell. Lillard outside. Nurkic trying to get open. Lillard misses.
His shot's just, it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Yeah, I didn't think there was a pass available there for Paul George, but he spots that small crease, he fires the ball through it, and he gets it to his open man.
And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
When you think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor, I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George. Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And a chance there to look back at the stunning Mobile One block a moment ago.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Buries it from three-point range.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
The pass to Kennard. Launches a three. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
It's stolen. He kicks it to Morris. Back to Kennard. Again, Los Angeles.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Simons, the pass to Jones. Here's Simons. Lets it fly. Wide open shot is on the money. Simons has got 9. Clippers have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Here's Jackson. Pass to Kennard for the lead. Portland grabs the miss. Here's Simon. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Ivica Zubac is out there with Morris. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the 3 slot.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Here's Jackson. And good that time. Jackson's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Clippers. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. The lead is 2. Powell, the pass to Covington. Back to Powell. Jackson against Lillard. Over Jackson. And with the rebound.
Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
Kennard with the ball. Now guarded by Nurkic.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Lillard from outside. Portland again missing.
Well, he's using the force, but in the worst way possible right now. He just needs to dial it back and look to work the ball around the floor to his teammates.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Zubac the pass to Morris. There's the double team with Covington. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Jackson kicks to Zubac. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That's his 3rd foul of the game. A different look now for Portland. Here's Simons. Outside Anthony. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Batum. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there. And who do you call when you need a big bucket for this team more and more? It's Kawhi.
Hollis Jefferson with it. Passes it to Simons. Trying to end the drought. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Beverly, the pass to Leonard. Back to Beverly. Nobody near George. There's 3-pointers off the mark. Portland trailing here. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. 1:37 left in the fourth quarter. 3-pointer, Lillard sinks the triple.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
Beverly against Lillard. Leonard, the pass to Ibaka. Back to Leonard. Here's Batum. Kicks it out to Leonard. Lets the three fly. Trains the three-pointer. Leonard's got 9 points here in the second half.
And now the go-to guy in these situations. Leonard can handle that kind of pressure in the big moment as well as anyone.
Outside, Covington. George against McCollum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The putback, it falls. He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Clutch bucket by Nurkic on that possession. They needed that one.
Now, here is George. They grab their own miss. He feeds it to Batum. It's good.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
And so here's Portland. 6-second difference between shot and game play. Good. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Outside Leonard. And Covington sends it back. And so the timeout by Terry Stotts here. And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
Here's Lillard. Oh, it's off the mark. And we're going to overtime. And that's going to do it for regulation. So these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. So for the Clippers right now, we've got DeMarcus Cousins. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Ibaka in at the 5. Leonard against Lillard. Pass to Powell. Shot clock at 6. Back to Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
That's a tip of the cap there, always wanting to take the big shot for his team. Lillard makes more than his fair share.
And here's Beverly. Now the pass to George. And another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
That's why you turn to Paul George. These moments are for PG.
Lillard against Beverly. Lillard dishes to McCollum. Back to Lillard. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. A little over a minute and a half gone now here in overtime. From deep, George, and another three for the Clippers.
Well, that's Paul George's game. Most accurate when somebody's feeding him and he's got his feet set.
Powell, no one around him, hits the three-point bomb.
And the crowd is loving this long-range bomb attack that we're seeing here tonight. Coming right back to answer a three with one of their own.
Beverly against Lillard. Takes it out to Leonard. Step back shot. It drops.
That's a quick move, and that's a soft touch. That's mid-range opportunities for Kawhi Leonard to cash in on.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Fires the three. It counts. And that shot brings them to within just one.
And McCollum's pace hasn't changed even under pressure.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Leonard looking over the floor. It's in!
Being aggressive in the painted area, you love the attacking element that Kawhi Leonard brings to the game.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Pass to Covington. Back to McCollum. There's the triple. The three won't fall. Good!
Smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Here's Beverly, and he commits the intentional foul.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2.
And you wonder if Paul George finally has a situation here where he could show why he's an elite player, why he's an all-star, but to pay off how hungry he is to prove it with a late postseason run. And he wants the ball at the end of the games. You can see why Lillard's stepping up again to the challenge.
Los Angeles calls timeout. The tagger, he drills the game winner.
All zeros on the clock as he drains the game winner.
Unbelievable way to end this game. The fans on both sides are in shock.
And so the timeout by Terry Stotts here. Guys, your thoughts?
And the only chance here is a lob at the front of the rim. A tip in to tie the game. There's not enough time to get a catch and shoot.
Paul George with the steal. So it's the Clippers taking the win. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game.
Hey, Kevin.
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Paul George. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Ibaka in at the center position. And for the Mavericks, we've got Luka Doncic. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Dwight Powell. Then it's Josh Richardson. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward position. In the corner, Powell with it. Passes it to Richardson. 4 on the clock. A pass to Porzingis. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Outside Leonard. Beverly against Doncic. Power down with both hands.
You see the quickness of Beverly, blinding speed in the inside.
Now Doncic. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. The three-pointer, no good. Here's Leonard, and it's Leonard with the jam.
I'll tell you what, when Kawhi knifes his way to the rim, it's next level.
And here is Doncic. The pass to Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Beverly feeling it out a bit. George, that's a two-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Richardson, good.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Leonard inside. He feeds it to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
I mean, a great look by Kawhi, aware of what the defense is trying to do, understands the spacing.
Now, here's Doncic. Richardson outside. Doncic with it. Fires for 3. The rebound by Ibaka.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Pass to Porzingis. Paul George with the steal. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Doncic against Beverly. Doncic outside. Here's Finney-Smith. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Dallas again missing.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Now Doncic. Up top Powell. Back to Doncic. The three. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Doncic against Beverly. Here's Leonard. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. Richardson dishes to Doncic. Beyond the arc. It's good from long range. Doncic has got 5 now.
Give Josh credit, taking the challenge offensively, discipline, and that's a beautiful pass.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Beverly against Doncic. And here's Beverly. Kicks it to Ibaka. The 11-footer, good on the jump shot. Ibaka's got his second bucket.
And that's a nice jumper by Ibaka, showing good touch from mid-range.
From deep. Oh, he got it to go!
I can't believe it!
It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for the Clippers right now, Ivica Zubac is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Batum. Then there's Jackson. And it's Kennard in at the 2.
It's sort of a hired gun. Redick's been a premier floor spacer in this league for a long time.
Now listen to these numbers, GA, for his career. He has shot over 40% from 3. One season, he hit 47% from beyond the arc. And I can tell you, that is a tough mark to hit. And over the years, his incredible range has just become more and more valuable.
Kennard for 3. Good on the triple. Kennard's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball.
We've seen Kennard steadily increase his three-point shots. Terrific accuracy here.
Brunson the pass to Hardaway. Marjanovic with it. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist.
Spacing and ball movement. We hear coaches talk about those two elements all the time.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. Mavericks leading by 7. Hardaway with a wide open look. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And right there you see an underrated aspect to Cousins' game. Terrific instincts, senses the open man.
Now here's Brunson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Hardaway up top. Zubac's defending. Count the basket. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Jackson against Brunson. Jackson kicks to Kennard. No good that time. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Brunson with it. Outside, Reddick. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable, and there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
Man, I love that list. You're right on it. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Here's Finney-Smith, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Nicholas Batum. The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of the game. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Both good from the line that time. Clippers trail by 12.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
On the wing, George. Richardson covering. George passes to Beverly. Clock at 6. Back to George. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Will it go? And George with the stuff.
Smooth off the bounce with the strength to finish through contact. Paul George showing us how it's done.
Doncic feeling it out to the left wing. Porzingis inside, working on Ibaka. Doncic outside, over George. Misses off the right iron. Clippers trail by 10. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by George. Morris has got his first 2 points.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Here's Doncic. He's got 8. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. From deep, George. The shot, no good. And so it's Depp. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome. Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They have an 8-point lead. And thanks for joining.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
They've got Powell. Richardson is out there with Doncic. And there's Porzingis, and it's Burke in at the small forward. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. From deep three-point range, and Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got 11 points.
It's clear that Doncic has the touch from three-point land. Now he just needs the consistency.
Richardson against George. The shot's good.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. George with the bucket.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Dallas leading by 8.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the second pick in the 2017 draft. That or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game. I mean, every time down the floor, this is what you're trying to do. Find the right matchup.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Burke.
He's an NBA champion and Finals MVP in 2014. Kawhi continues to impact the game at the highest level.
Doncic against George. Doncic kicks to Richardson. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. Some solid defense from Ibaka.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
No one covering. 9 points in the game so far.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
George against Doncic. And he uses the glass on the layup. Doncic has got 8 points in the quarter.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Outside, George. At the elbow, it's Ibaka. Misses off the left iron. Mavericks leading by 4. Outside, Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Uncovered. Again, the Mavericks score.
Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
And the foul on Josh Richardson. That is his first foul of the game. And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. A minute 50 left to play in the third. 6 to shoot. Left side, George. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively. And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
One thing about Kawhi, when he's driving, he eats up real estate fast with those long strides.
Brunson with it. George picks him up, and we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Cousins comes in for Morris. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Luke Kennard in for George. Beverly against Brunson. He gets that one. Beverly's got his second basket of the game.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Brunson the pass to Marjanovic. Over to the wing. Brunson with a clean look. And that one hits back iron.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
Here's Batum. Down low. Cousins. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Strong move by Cousins. You see why he's been averaging 7 to 8 free throws a game over the past few seasons.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for the Clippers. 26 seconds left to play here in the third. Now, Brunson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
You just throw it up there. Trill Will's going to take care of the rest.
Brunson against Jackson. Floats it up for Cousins. from deep. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back right after this. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Batum, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Luke Kennard, and it's Jackson in at the point. Marjanovic kicks to Redick. Dallas moving it around. 5 on the clock, and that one's good. Marjanovic.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Jackson passes to Zubac. Batum against Hardaway. Back to Zubac. And stolen by Redick. And stolen by Cousins. Here's Zubac. Knocked loose.
Huge challenge at the rim. The defender could not have played that any better.
And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That'll be his second foul of the game. Dallas leading by 7. And here's Brunson. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Marjanovic. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw.
J.J. Redick, not only one of the most dangerous shooters in this league, he's worked to become a very good team defender as well.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Nobody near Leonard. Buries the long-range jumper.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
It's the fourth quarter, and it's a close game. You want to get the ball to someone you can rely on.
Clippers trail by 5. From deep, George gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
Talk about making halftime adjustments. You love what they're doing with him now offensively.
Doncic outside. And Doncic throws it down.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
And George kicks to Leonard. Back to George. 17-foot shot on the way. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
This is the consistency he was looking for in the first half. Just took him a while to heat up.
The 3 for Doncic. Here's Powell. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Ibaka's got his 4th rebound in this one. Leonard, the open look, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And this game is tied up now.
I don't know what Coach told him at halftime, but he is shooting the lights out right now.
Passes to Finney-Smith. George against Doncic. To the middle. Powell kicks to Finney-Smith. 6 on the shot clock. And here are the Clippers. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. George, no good. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dallas. Redick comes in for Josh Richardson. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue, as he talked with the team, he wants them to maintain their balanced attack. And he told them they're doing a great job of finding space out on the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the rhythm and the flow of this offense. He just told them, keep shooting it with confidence. Kevin?
Here's Leonard. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Leonard's got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
You know that he's always going to find a way to get the ball in tight situations like that and knock it down.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Now here's Redick. Dallas needs to get off a shot. On the wing, Doncic. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
On the pass to Beverly. Leonard looking over the floor. Cousins against Cauley Stein. Here's Leonard. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Porzingis. Yes!
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Beverly against Redick. Pass to George to take the lead. Mavericks with the rebound. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on. Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
Okay. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 4-point ball game.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 4. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What do you think, guys?
And you know what? They're not ready to give up yet. They'll try to intentionally foul if they can get a quick hoop.
Off the inbound pass. Money! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.